Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a little sit down makeup get ready with me, but with a little twist. So I have picked out all the products for my makeup that I don't use. Really digging back in the makeup drawers, and I picked out a bunch of products that I don't use very often and probably haven't used for a while and probably should throw out, but we'll forget about that part. And yeah, we're gonna see what I can create, and we'll just go through, I guess, the products and why I don't really use them. Okay, so first I'm going to do primer. I just don't use primer at all. I don't know why. I think I don't wear a lot of face makeup, or I try not to. So I don't know, I've never found a primer that I've liked. So today for the primer, I'm gonna be using the Smashbox Photo Finish. This is the color correcting orange one, and I actually got gifted this one, so yes, there was no reason for me to, I didn't buy it, so that is probably why I haven't used it much, because I didn't fall in love with the product and then want to buy it. I just sort of had it in my possession, but we'll give it a go. It's very, I don't really know how to describe primers because I just don't really use them. It's very smooth, like my face does feel smooth, and I think it feels in the pores. That's what I'm guessing this feeling is, just sort of like giving me a nice smooth base and filling in everything on my face. Oh, fine line and pores, reducing pores. Alright, lovely. So that's all done. Alrighty, so next I'm going to do foundation, and I'm going to use the Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. Why don't I use this one? I don't really know. I don't know if the colour matches the best, and I do on my face just have found other products that I like better. I do right now in love with the Morphe 2, as that's just really light coverage. I have the Superstay when I'm going on a night out and want fuller coverage, and I do have Maybelline Fit Me, which I do like. So those are probably the top three that I'll gravitate to. So yeah, I haven't given this one a lot of love, but I don't think I didn't like it. I just think I just didn't, it's just not one that I go for. We'll see how the colour works out. Also, kind of smells like not good. I don't know how to describe it. Like, it smells like if I don't know. It just smells very chemically. I don't know if that's a word, but I'm gonna make it a word. Alright, I might actually blend this in with a brush because I normally do a beauty blender. So let's do a brush because I don't normally do that. This is the Morphe M439. I think it's just the foundation kabuki brush. I love the word kabuki. It looks okay. I did order it online, so I believe that's why the colour match is bad, because I did not get to test it. It's not too bad. It might just be a bit light. Yeah, I think it's on the lighter side. Okay, now even though I did do it with the brush, I do like to just go over with the beauty blender, just in case there's any sort of like brush strokes and that sort of thing. I just find it easier to blend out with a beauty blender. I feel like I look lighter. I don't know whether it's really obvious on camera or it's just me like being really picky and being like, oh, that's 2 shades too light. Or whether it actually is. Alrighty. Lovely. So next we're on to concealer. Now I actually don't really have a concealer I don't like. Pretty low on concealer in my collection right now. So I only have 2 that have concealer in them that are not full, able to put product on my face. I think I have like a really old one. It's just empty that I haven't thrown out. But we're gonna go in with the Super Size Conceal and Define Concealer. And yeah, I do like this one. I bought the concealer before I bought the foundation. So I do really like this concealer. Alright, and I'm doing the little TikTok trend hack. But I do sort of bring it down more down here, because then I like to bring it up on the side of my nose so I can, contour it better. Okay, looking in the mirror, I don't actually hate that foundation. I think it's given me quite nice coverage. Alright, so next we're going to move on to powder, and again I don't have too many powders I don't use, but one is the Rimmel Fit Me. So I've just moved on from loose powder. I did go on a trend where I would full bake my face, but now I don't really do that, and I just have just a baked powder. I think it's called baked pressed powder, that's what it's called. Yeah, and I just have a pressed powder that I just sort of use under my eyes, but we're going to try the loose one again. It does get very messy, so I think that's a big sort of turn off for me, because I'm already a messy person, and the powder ends up going everywhere. So I'm going to follow that line down the nose and then go under the eyes. We'll do the same on the other side. What I think I might do is just get the excess and just sort of lightly dust it all over my face. So I do have combination skin, so I don't get too oily during the day, but I still do like to sort of set everything in place. I mainly focus on the under eyes, but I do like to go just everywhere, and then by the end of the day my face isn't too oily. I think if I weren't to I think if I did not powder all of my face, I would be too oily by the end of the day. That was hard to speak, yeah. Alrighty, next we're moving on to bronzer. So again, I'm using Revolution. It's called Hot Summer of Love Triple Baked Bronzer. Hello? Okay. And this is what it looks like. And the reason I don't like this is because it has glitter in it and sheen. I like a matte bronzer. I don't know, I just like a matte bronzer, like a little bit of, you know, sheen in a blush, and then obviously highlight. I think I just find sometimes when they're all sort of glittery, you just get so much on your face. But we're gonna give this one a go. So I don't contour, I just sort of do that in my bronzer. So we're just gonna go on the cheekbones, and then just up on the forehead. So I just like to use one product to sort of bronze my face, bronze and contour. Yeah, I just don't personally feel the need for a separate contour product, even though I probably should, because I am contouring with a warm product rather than a cooler contour shade. So I do like to contour the nose. I do just use it normally with the bronzer brush. Yeah, I don't really feel the need to sort of get in there really precise. I just sort of roughly do it. Alright, just gonna get a bigger bronzer brush, slightly tap it on, and just help blend this in, as I've gone a bit harsh on this side. I always like to move my hair, like hold it up. I don't know why I do that, but I always do. Okay, so I actually left quite a nice sheen. This one's not too glittery. A lot more subtle than I remember it being. So I think this would be nice if you're wearing sort of light makeup. You just did a little bit of like tinted moisturizer, and then just a bit of, you know, this, and, you know, like a highlighter, and that way your skin would still look very glowy and fresh. But I think on a day you're doing sort of full face of makeup, it might sort of, I don't know, I feel like lots of glitter on my face specifically. I just don't like it when I'm wearing a full face. But on days that, yeah, I'm not, I do like the glow on a light makeup day. Alright, next we're going to jump into blush, and this is the Mecca Maxima Gold Glow. And let's see what this one is. I don't really remember too much about this. I think it's just got lots of gold shimmers in it. It's like a corally colour, I would say, corally peachy. There we go. I just like a really light blush. The one that I've been using is the Hourglass one, so that's really like illuminating and not too harsh. So I think that's one thing that I find with blush. So I'm just going to really sort of just lightly get that on this brush, as I just sort of, I like a light dusting of blush. I don't mind that. Again, I didn't think I would hate any of these products, as I don't have many makeup products, so this is obviously stuff I have bought and then just grown out of a little bit. It is quite nice, and again on a light makeup day, which is what I'm sort of getting into now. So I think I probably originally didn't like it because it was too glittery for me, but now as I'm getting more into that sort of natural, light, glowy makeup, I do quite like it. It is nice, but I can see how with the bronzer, the blush and the highlight it might be a little bit too much, but I guess we'll get to that and see. So for my blush, I'm gonna be using the Urban Decay Afterglow palette, and this was one of the first high-end palettes I ever bought, probably products. So I actually haven't seen many influencers use this one, so I did buy it sort of not knowing anything about it, but I just sort of got really excited by how it looked. So there is 4 shades. I do think I have used this one quite a lot. I think I'm going to mix these two. I think that's what I usually do. I have dug into the pink a little bit, and that's probably a little bit too dark for me, I would say. But we're just going to mix those two and give it a nice glow. So this is actually a really nice product. I am really liking it. It is giving me that really nice glow. I think I just don't sort of use it nowadays, as I don't wear highlighter that much. I think I bought it when I was still in high school, so I wasn't really wearing it for everyday makeup, and then I only wore it when I went out. So it is a nice, yeah, going out makeup, I would say. If I was going out to a nice bar or for a nice dinner, I think I would wear this one, but again, for that everyday use, I could wear it maybe. It is very glowy, but it is beautiful. I do quite like it. Alrighty, so next we're moving on to eyebrows. So I'm going to be using this Rimmel Brow This Way. I don't really know why I don't use this. I think I bought it in a time where I didn't have a brow product and I was going to invest in a more high-end product. So I just stuck with this one for a couple months. And then, yeah, I have recently gotten into all of the Benefit products. So I got one of their like Christmas boxes that had the 5 brow products. So I have, yeah, fallen in love with that and forgotten about this little one. But it is actually a very good product. So I just use the gel side. And we just pick up some product. I'll brush through the brows. And then, yeah, just fill them in. Ugh. Okay. Let me try the powder. Sometimes with the gel so thin, like that one's really thin. I find that when I'm trying to do my arch, like it like slips up, which is not great, but we'll try it with some of the powder that's now sort of stuck into the gel. Okay, I'm surprisingly liking this a lot less than I remember. I just thought, I used to think it was like a pretty good product, but now I don't know. So I am mixing the gel and the powder together to sort of make a pomade. And we'll see how it goes on the other eyebrow. Yeah, again, I'm not really loving it. I do think that gel is too thin, so it just sort of like slips in when you're trying to be really precise. It's a bit hard with that. The powder, when you mix it together, it does become okay. But yeah, I just probably wouldn't grab that one up again, as yet. There are a lot better and still affordable brow products in my opinion. Okay, but I am going to set it in place with the Maybelline Brow Fast Sculpt. So this one reminds me of the Gimme Brow, what's it called? This one, oh wow, yeah, Gimme Brows. This is the Benefit one, all the labelling's peeled off. And this is my favourite. Because on a light day where I'm literally just leaving the house for 1 second, I'll just chuck some of that through. I do have quite sparse eyebrows, so I do like to fill my eyebrows in. If I'm not going to wear any makeup, I might just fill my eyebrows in. But yeah, that product is a lifesaver, so we'll see how this one compares. Alright, I think that is a really nice product. It is a sort of good alternative for the Gimme Brow. The only thing I would say, some of the product sort of balls up in the eyebrows, so it doesn't leave it nice and flawless, but it is a good alternative. Alrighty, so next we're going to move on to eyeshadow. And I'm going to be using the Life's a Festival palette from Too Faced. So again, this is one of the first high-end palettes I bought, and I just bought it because of all the colours, and it was rainbow, and there was a unicorn on it, and I just thought it was beautiful, but I haven't used this very much. Okay. I think I'm going to go towards these sort of pinkies and oranges, and we'll try and do a look. we'll try and do a look from the pinks and oranges. So first I'm going to take this Desert Vibes colour. Alrighty, so I'm just taking the Desert Vibes on the Morphe M433 and I'm just going to blend that into the crease. Don't mind that the brush is bent. I washed it and then laid it upside down to dry. And that happened. And the reason you lay them upside down to dry is because I learnt this. I don't know how accurate it is, but the water can stay in the handle and then it can unloosen the glue around that. So that's why you should always dry them like that, so all the water can drain out of the brush. So rather than just, laying it flat. I mean, I might have to do the laying flat next time, as this bend is not great. So there is no other matte colours in this palette, which is a bit difficult, so I can't really deepen the crease much. I might just have to go straight in to using the glitter shades. So I'm going to try this one, Euphoria, down the bottom here, which I believe is sort of an orangey colour, but then sheen's quite gold. Alrighty, so once that's all on my lids, I'm just going to go back into that Desert Vibes on a M441, I can't read, and I'm just going to sort of blend that together. And then I am just going to get a brush with that same colour, Euphoric, and just really press that colour into the lid. Okay, so there is quite a lot of fallout on my face, which I'm going to try to get off. So I'm next just going to take that Desert Vibes colour again, just draw that under the lash line. Alrighty, I'm just going to take this Unicorn Tears here, which I believe is the main highlight shade. I believe it might be a face highlighter as well. Yeah, so this one is the face highlighter. And I'm just going to use that in my inner corner. So this is sort of like a white with that purple sort of sheen to it. And then we're just going to go under the brow bone as well. Okay, so opinions on this palette. I do think it is very beautiful. I did do the look quite quickly. There is, some amazing shades in here. I'll just give you a nice swatch. So that's sort of like sheens off blue, but is a nice pink. And then we have got, I didn't use that one. Then we've got this nice one. So these are extremely nice and beautiful colours, but I think the biggest thing is that they're just all glitters. So as a one palette sort of, if you were to just take this one away with you and try to create a look, I think it would be quite hard, as there is only that brown matte shade. So I think this is probably why I don't reach for this that often, is that if I were to take this away with me, I'd have to take another palette to sort of get all the transition shades and then a really nice glitter on top. So I think I probably just don't reach for that often, as if I pick up, so if I use this as an example, the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2, there is gorgeous matte, and then they have some really beautiful and nice shimmers in there down here as well. So I can just use this one palette and just keep digging from this one rather than having to swap between two. So I think, that's why I don't go to this one very often. And well, I haven't been to many festivals as lockdown. So maybe next festival I go to, I'll dip into that one. Alrighty, so I'm going to do some eyeliner. And I don't have an eyeliner I don't like because I don't really do eyeliner. So this is the one I have, the L'Oreal Perfect Slim. And I do like this one. It's the only eyeliner I have. So I think I'm going to go for a really thick wing. I don't normally do thick wing. I normally just do a little one. So we'll try a thick one today. So I always draw the line first and then just follow that your sort of under eyelash line. And just do a nice, sort of follow that direction. And do a nice line. Oh. I really tried to open my eye and explain what I was doing while I was doing eyeliner. Alright, lovely, we'll fix it up later. Just gonna get this a bit thicker. Alright, so we got a nice thick wing. It's really thick. I'm just gonna quickly clean up that little mess I made. So I've tried to fix that as best as possible. I don't have any micellar water on me to fix it up, So I've just done the best as I can trying to cover it. And yeah, I don't do makeup wipes because ouch. Alrighty, there we go. I think they're pretty even. So I'm just going to do my waterline with a pencil eyeliner. This is a brown, but it'll be okay. Okay, you can't really see that one, but it is there. So next we're going to move on to mascara. So the mascara I've picked is the Lash Sensational Waterproof. Now, I love the Lash Sensational, my favourite, but this waterproof, it is so hard to get off my eyes. I only use micellar water and it takes so long and I feel like I'm really rubbing my eyes out. So again, that's my fault for picking up the waterproof because I thought I just picked up the original. But nonetheless, it's perfect for this video. So yeah, I would recommend the other one. But I guess if you love waterproof mascara, then this one is perfect for you, but I'm just not a fan of waterproof. And this is the only other mascara I have that I don't really use. Right, lovely. That has smudged a little bit down there. So I'll try and fix that one up again. Alright, this eye is just not having it today. That is extremely annoying. Alright, so I have tried to use some micellar water to sort of cover that up, but I don't know how well it worked, but I'm just going to leave it. But yeah, that mascara is really lovely, but it's just so hard to get off that I'm just not going to use it again. Alrighty, so last but not least is lips, and I've just cleaned the foundation off them. And for lips, we're going to be using the Australis Matte Lip Cream in the shade Frank Flirt. So I just don't like this very much. I don't know about the colour, and it just sticks to my lips. I don't think it really dries down very well, but yeah, oh, it does smell very nice, but just not for me, but we'll give it a go. Okay, so it's not as bad as I remember it being. It's okay. It is a little bit annoying, but yeah, the colour is definitely not for me. I really don't like it, especially with this eye look. I mean, I feel like it should go with this eye look, but I just don't think it does. But yeah, maybe I'll try out some of their other colours that they have, as I don't mind the formula. It keeps drying down as I'm talking and it is still a bit sticky. I do prefer, yeah, more sort of like sheen lip. My go-to is the MAC Coffee in Your Cream, and that's like a cream sheen lipstick, and that's my favourite formula. And yeah, one of my favourite colours. Alrighty, so that is this makeup look done, all complete. I do really like the face. I'd like the bronzer, the blush, and the highlight. Foundation wasn't too bad, but yeah, the eyeshadow is not my best work, and the palette is lovely, but it is a bit hard to work with if you're just going off that one palette. So you do need two palettes there to go back and forth, which isn't the end of the world, but just, yeah, judging it off the one palette, it is a bit difficult. The highlight shade that I used on my under my eyebrow is definitely not the right shade. I wasn't expecting it to be, I just sort of wanted to try it. But yeah, the eyeliner, I do actually like the eyeliner, so that's just my own. And yeah, the lips, not my favourite. I don't like sticky. Yeah, I don't like my lips feeling like this. I always sort of, yeah, grew up using lip balms and pore creams and all that sort of stuff, so I'm used to, you know, having that sheen and the gloss on the lips and not them being nice and stuck and dried down. So not my favourite formula and definitely not my colour. But yeah, that is the makeup look all complete. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, if you would like to leave any other suggestions for makeup ideas I can do, give me a comment down below. So I will be uploading a vlog in the next couple of days of my job. So I work at F45 training, so I've done a little vlog, so that'll be interesting, and you get to see all the behind the scenes and me waking up at 4 AM, which was not fun. But yeah, let me know about the makeup videos. I do sort of like going back and forth between the two, as I do sort of have a little passion in makeup, and then I do like the vlogging style. But let me know what you prefer, if you prefer more sit down videos, if you prefer more vlogging videos. Just keep me updated. And yeah, peace. I'll see you soon.